Atonement for Me, episode 65, The Weight of Being Invisible. Hey Magical Misfits, it's Caden Ivy, and welcome back to Atonement for Me. Lately, there have been extremely polarizing views being shared online in support of various things in the country, to put it lightly. And the amount of people who adamantly want to change other people's minds is astonishing when they say, oh, well, you have to respect my view and then will not respect yours. It's very, very uncomfortable. And it's also really, really uncomfortable when people start posting things and saying that they're speaking for you or your community. Nobody speaks for one particular community. And just saying, oh, well, I asked an Asian and they were for this, that doesn't mean that you get to speak for me. Or when people say in conversations, yeah, but you don't count. The amount of times I've been told I don't count. Oh, you're Asian, so you don't count. Oh, you're Filipino, so you don't even count as Asian. Oh, you're Filipino, so you're not even considered in this Polynesian group. You're just not considered. Oh, I don't consider you as colored. Am I not a human being? Because the amount of people who will just go on a completely anti-Asian rant in front of me and then backtrack and justify it with, well, look at what China does. Being very selective of a specific country, a specific thing that a country does not reflect everybody in the continent. The same way as if somebody is posting a meme about your demographic on Facebook, that doesn't mean that they're speaking for all of you. It's very strange to watch other people say they struggle to be heard and then tell me not to speak or that I don't count. If you're a human and you're trying to speak for other human beings, doesn't that count to the person that you are speaking to? Because the amount of people who will take a broad issue and then pigeonhole everybody into it. I have watched anti-Asian violence go up exponentially through the pandemic. I have witnessed it. I have seen a pattern in words and actions becoming more and more grotesque and forceful. But it doesn't count because we don't fit a certain mold, because our histories have been neglected, so it doesn't matter. The amount of people who tell me oh, that was ancient history. Why do we still have to talk about that? Then why are people still being treated that way if it was such ancient history? If it was such ancient history, somebody wouldn't be bringing it to your attention. The amount of times that I have to speak through other people, speak through my partner, speak through my boss, speak through my coworkers, because people don't even want to engage. I could say something in a group and have everybody ignore it, and then have Donald reiterate it, and then people will start to talk about it or engage with it. And it'll be like I didn't even speak, like I wasn't even there. They will talk over top of me and say, what about, like, does Caitlin do this? And it's just like, well, Caitlin's right here. When everything you say needs to be validated and confirmed through a white voice, you don't know how invisible that makes you feel. If you've never had to request a company to rewatch the Zoom call that you were just on and count how many times they just talked over you or disregarded what you said and then brought it up later as if it was a brilliant idea. I've had to do that. I've had to prove that I was worthy enough to do my job when other people didn't even bother showing up. But somehow I wasn't enough. Same with, I'm not enough to talk to. You have to talk to my male counterpart. It's hard to speak your piece if you're constantly looking for the voice that will carry to somebody else. And that's just the tea.